Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Today we're talking about the Armada ARV 88. This is essentially the second year for the redesigned ARV and ARW line, but they did update them from 2024 to 2025. So for 2024, we got all new shapes and new models. And now for 2025, we do have a couple new models, but everything that we saw from last year just gets updated with new construction. So this ski and all the other ARV skis has a poplar wood core now, which is just a little bit stronger than the wood that was previously used for 2024. Just kind of up the stability, up the power, up how supportive it is for landings. And I love this ski personally, this ARV 88. I think it is objectively one of the best park skis on the market right now. I think its shape is awesome. I think its flex pattern and the weight, and just kind of like every single characteristic about it just adds up to a really, really good park ski. So poplar wood core now in this ski. Another construction element that I think is really cool is Armada's wedge wall. So that's reference to the ski's sidewall and how it engages with the edge. So instead of just being like vertical like that, there's actually kind of a slanted or triangular relationship between the wood core and the sidewall. That means that every time you're impacting something like a rail or maybe a rock or anything that you could come in contact with, it's kind of pushing those two elements together rather than just separating them. So I think the concept is really cool. Durability is something that Armada is kind of hanging their hat on right now. And for 2025, that change to the wood core is really just to further enhance that durability, try and minimize the amount of edge cracks we're getting in the park, how many skis are delamming, stuff like that. So pretty cool updates to construction, although it doesn't like wildly change the ski. It's kind of just a slight tweak. This is a 176 centimeter length that I have here. Obviously we are 88 underfoot, 1,740 grams. So although, yes, they put a slightly denser wood core in it, it really doesn't change the weight drastically. This is still a pretty darn lightweight ski, certainly not heavy by any means. And then the flex pattern is just nice and soft and supple. It's not a complete noodle. You know, there is some substance there, which is necessary for landing big jumps, but it's also very easy to manipulate. It's going to have a little bit of forgiveness built into it. And I just think it's like a really, really nice place to be for a park ski. Taking a look at shape here, among the ARV, ARW skis, this being the 88, it's on the narrower side. Doesn't have as much rocker as some of those wider models, but there is still some. You know, you see a little bit of tip and tail rocker, but most of the ski is this camber, which is nice. You know, it's not like tremendously high-rise camber, but there's enough kind of curve to the camber profile that you're getting a nice amount of energy. You can load it up and ollie off stuff really, really easily. One thing that I think is important to a ski like this is having that slight amount of early taper in the tips and tails, especially because we don't have a lot of rocker. That makes the ski feel a lot less catchy. Kind of the thing that comes to mind for me is switch takeoffs, especially a switch takeoff if you're trying to do a big spin. Like maybe you're like trying to do a switch 10 on like a 40-foot jump, and you really have to like generate a lot of kind of momentum and energy off the takeoff. Often when you do that on a smaller jump, or often when you're just trying to really whip a switch spin around, the tip can be a little catchy, and most park skiers know that's like probably the worst feeling in the world. We all wish we could have perfect timing on our switch takeoffs, but it happens to the best of us. And I just like having that slight amount of early taper to take a little bit of the catchiness out of this ski. And yeah, I think it's just tremendous as a park ski. You could ski it outside of the park. 120, 88, 114 for shape. It's a 16.5 meter turn radius. We've actually had a number of different people test this ski, both this year and last year when it was new, without the construction change. We have had people on it and testing it that weren't really park skiers, and they enjoyed it as an all-mountain ski, but it certainly has some limitations. You know, it's not really designed particularly for that application, and you see some fairly substantial differences between this ski and like even the ARV 94. That ski has kind of more pronounced tip and tail rocker. It's going to be better in soft snow. It's going to be better in the trees and stuff like that. ARV 88 can do all those things, but I think it's best as a park ski. I coach less and less each season, but I still do some part-time slopestyle coaching. A lot of the kids that I coach who are very talented teenagers, I really shouldn't even be calling them kids at this point. Some really strong skiers in the group that I'm coaching right now, and a ton of them have really found their home on this ARV 88, and it works really well. So that's it. That is the Armada ARV 88 for 2025. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.